What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're doing another car review, and the car and topic today is the Mercedes A45 AMG. Not just any A45 AMG, but the Yellow Night edition. So this is the previous generation, but the facelift. So we're just gonna have a quick walk around the exterior, interior, and that will be pretty much it. So the A45 AMG Yellow Night edition, you'll notice this one looks a bit quite different because the owner has done a lot to it and it looks quite cool really. The black and yellow details actually looks quite cool. From the front here, you'll notice it now has the Panamericana grille as opposed to the normal twin blade that you normally get on this generation. So this one also has the aero kit. So on the front you'll notice some end kick plates, and also down on the bottom here, and of course the giant wing round the back, which we'll get to later. And also again you'll notice this one has a carbon fiber bonnet, which looks really nice with all the vents, the cutouts and so on. But yeah, pretty cool. So the side you have 19-inch rims with Brembo brakes in silver calipers, which look really nice. I also love the silver yellow rim around the rims, which is really nice. So some yellow detailing continues because Yellow Night edition, again yellow details down the side skirts, and also you have this very big AMG decal on the side, which is really nice. So 19 inches on the rear as well. So the wing that comes with the aero kit, like I mentioned, which looks amazing. Hey, so the badges are blacked out, the AMG badge and also the A45 badge, and also you'll see the diffuser is colored in yellow, which makes it really pop. And also these slats right here are colored in yellow. The owner just did that, and I think it looks pretty cool. And that's pretty much the rear. So let's check out the interior. So we'll just jump into the driver's side. So first have this AMG badge on the door sill in yellow, which is really nice. So my favorite bit about these cars in general are the seats. Like the AMG performance seats are like the coolest looking seats, especially in the Yellow Night with the yellow details all over the seats, the Alcantara in the middle, and also the AMG badge on the headrest. These seats are just, they're so beautiful really. So jumping inside, you have this very thick Alcantara steering wheel with metal pedal shifters, and you have AMG edition badge down there, which is really cool. I like the dials as well, analog dials. I don't know, I do love analog dials, but nowadays it seems like digital dials are a thing, but I love this because it just ties in so well with what this car is. So you have this Alcantara across the front fascia of the dash, which finishes it really nicely. In the normal one, the normal A45, it's like this fake carbon effect. I don't even know what to call it, and this looks more neat. So I also love these yellow accents within the air vents. It's really cool. And also there's this yellow rim that runs across the entire dash, which is It's so lovely, man. I do love this thing. Oh, and also this, compared to like the normal A class, doesn't have that stock gear selector. Rather it has this one in the center console, which is much cooler. And also the new A45 has that stock selector. It's much more convenient to use, but it's not as cool as having something like this, especially because this also has the AMG crest on top, and it's so really nice. There's a drive selector down here, which you can select individual. You can configure the car however way you want. You can have the exhaust loud, and maybe have the suspension comfortable. I don't know, whatever you prefer. There's comfort mode, there's sport, and then there's sport plus, which is the most dynamic mode. You also have an exhaust button down here if you want to open up the valves while driving in like comfort, something like that. It's cool. Like, you have electric seats as well. Like, by the way, these seats are like, you can adjust the side bolsters and so on. Like, they're so configurable. And also the aluminum pedals down there look really nice. The interior is very neat. I really do love it. It's cool. It's cool, especially in Yellow Knight edition form. It's very lovely. So let's just touch upon the engine specs or the mechanics. So guys, let's check out the heart of the beast. So this being a proper AMG also goes through the one-man, one-engine concept, which AMG is always applying. So as you can tell, there's a plaque right here with the name of the person who built the engine. I can't pronounce the name, but yeah, you guys can go ahead and read it if you like. So the engine, this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo motor pushing about 280 kilowatts and 475 newton meters of torque. In terms of horsepower, that's like 381 horsepower, and the turbo is really huge. Like, it just sits right there. This motor is quite impressive. So it's also mated to a 7-speed twin clutch box, which is very rapid. So 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. 4MATIC is the name for all-wheel drive in terms of Mercedes. And yeah, I guess we can listen to how it sounds now. Guys, driving the Mercedes A45. The owner is here with me, but she doesn't want to be on camera. And also, I have her Instagram details down in the description below, so please do check her out because she has this very cool Mercedes A45 AMG. Okay, so usual drill, we'll just drive it in normal comfort mode just to have a feel of the car, and also for me to get comfortable with it, and just to have a general feel of what the car is like to drive normally, like you'd drive it on a normal day-to-day basis. But yeah, one thing I like, I'll just confirm, the exhaust is off, so the valves are closed, everything is in comfort mode, and also the transmission is also in comfort mode, and it just feels like a cool car. Like, you can go commuting in it, no drama whatsoever. But what I like though is that you can still hear part of the exhaust, like, you know it's there. Like, when you need it, you can just open up the valves and you're good to go. Also, the Alcantara steering wheel is very nice to have like in the hands. Like, it sits very nicely. And also, enough faffling about comfort mode and whatever, because I know that the bit that you guys like is, you know, sport plus and whatnot. So we'll just start in sport. So I have it in sport, and I think I'll drive it in manual because usually the transmission will hold like the revs up high without shifting. So I like shifting around myself. And so the pedal feel is so nice because a lot of these manufacturers like Audi, BMW as well, they make like cheap crappy pedals, and these are like proper metal pedals, and like they feel amazing to actuate, which is like amazing. And also the seats are very nice, like the bolsters are very tight. And now in sport mode, the exhaust crackles and pops, and on upshifts you have this very nice deep pop, which is like, this car is so exciting to drive. Funny, this is not how you should be driving this. So we'll just have a bit of a feel for the acceleration. Oh, it's quick. So remember guys, 280 kilowatts. Oh my word. So I don't make it a secret that the Mercedes A45 AMG, particularly this generation, is currently my favorite car. And like, oh my word, it's just amazing. The exhaust tone alone. And remember, this is just a 2-liter 4-cylinder, and somehow, some way, they make it sound like this exciting. Oh my word. Like, guys, this is one of the best sounding notes out there. Like, ooh, this road is not that good. Like, this car just proves that you don't actually need to have like a very big engine to have like a very nice sounding car, because it's just a 2-liter 4-cylinder, and yet it sounds like this exciting. Like, I think now I'm in trouble because I want this car even more. There's this very weird undulation that I just hit. Yeah, okay, just past that. Oh, the feel of the transmission. It's very quick. Like, as soon as you push the pedal, like, it shifts, which is very, very lovely. Like, you want a transmission that's very engaging, especially because the car is automatic, it's not manual. So manual cars don't usually offer, I mean automatic cars don't usually offer a lot of engagement, but with this one it's a different story, because wow. So rivals, you're looking at stuff like Audi RS3, BMW M2 falls in there because of the pricing, but it's a very different car. It's a rear-wheel drive, there's a very different engine to this, stuff like that. But those are generally the rivals of this car. And I've driven like an S3, I've driven the BMW 240i. It's very nice, like, you know, it's very nice, but I feel like this is my pick of the bunch. But remember, this is just my opinion, this is just what I like. Oh, this is a very nice circle. This is very lovely. We just found another lovely stretch out here. So why I feel like this is the coolest out of the bunch: firstly, the looks, especially if you get it with like the aero kit, like the wing in the back, like the canards around the front, and also these seats. Like, it just ties in so nicely, because like, distracted a bit right there, because the car is so lovely to drive. Big thanks to the owner, because I do love this car, guys, like I said, and I'm so happy that I'm finally getting to drive this car, because it's actually my first time driving it, and wow, that's all I can say. One other important thing, the sound. Especially now that it's still in Sport Plus. Oh, okay, there we go. Especially because the new one doesn't actually sound like this. It's much more powerful and all, but because of these new car regulations around sound and CO2 emissions, I feel like this car has something that the new one will never be able to catch up to. Yeah, speed is fun and all, but remember, this 280 kilowatts is already enough out here. Like, for normal use on the road, like, you don't need even more than, like, I don't know, even more than 200 kilowatts, and this has like 280. I know the new one has like 300, 310 thereabout, but it loses out on the sound element, because driving a car, the sound plays a big role in like how much you enjoy the actual car. Yeah, I know, like in terms of suspension wise and all that, it even has like a drift mode and whatnot, but for me personally, well, at least for me, I tend to enjoy a car a lot because of how it sounds. And mind you, this car doesn't drive bad, so you can't go out and say, it doesn't handle so well and whatnot. It still handles good. And with that sound, I'll save my 1.5 million rands, whatever the new one costs, buy this one and still have enough money to buy another car to drive on a daily basis and use this as like my special car. So yeah, if you want an A45, get this one, forget about the new one. So guys, another feature that the owner was just explaining to me is something that has to do with the exhaust button. So when you have it off, you have less of the engine sound pumped into the cabin. So the car has like this feature where like the engine note is pumped into the cabin. So when the exhaust button is not on, you have less of that. But when you have the exhaust button on, like suddenly the noise is much more, like it resonates more into the cabin. But I don't think it's something that will come across really nicely on camera, but in person you can really notice it, like especially when you're revving the car up high, like it makes the experience much more nicer. Like, oh my goodness, I don't know, I have no idea if you guys will be able to hear it on camera, but it sounds much nicer in person.
You can hear the difference.
Wow, and also the turbo noise up front is so nice.
Okay, so now it's off, eh? Just carry on driving.
Run out of fuel.
Don't worry, it's economical.
It's far from that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and thanks a lot to the owner for allowing me to do this review, because she's not gaining anything out of this, and I'm getting to drive her car, waste her fuel as well. So I really do appreciate it a lot. Yeah, do subscribe to the channel for future content, and like I said, all her details are in the description below. Instagram, she'll tell me what else I need to put in the description and so on. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. Until next time, cheers.